Yeah, hey man, doing great. Nice to meet you too. I mean, we have a Mirana mid. How about it? Do you like it? I mean, I'm really not into it. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I thought about Mirana offlane, and maybe it could be a good idea against Ursa. I mean, Ursa don't have a good time in laning, playing against ranged heroes. But Info was like, no, this is a Mirana mid lane, and Mars, good luck. I mean, Mars is one of those offlaners that maybe can deal with Ursa, because he has two skills that can just push Ursa back, but still, it's Ursa against melee. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll see how it does. It does feel like this Ursa could be in for a pretty good time. Do you feel like Infamous have the tools to kite the Ursa or shut it down?
I mean, I think Shadow Demon is a great pick, thinking of that. I think that's why they picked, because they had no answer for Ursa. And Shadow Demon, yeah, maybe they can. Shadow Demon's ultimate is so good against Ursa. So yeah, I think so. I'm still going with EG. I think they are better, and that's EG for you, but yeah, maybe. I'm a little bit afraid about the lack of team fight from Infamous, but that's it.
Okay. Well, on the Infamous side, you think this is I mean, the hero they're probably looking for to carry this game. Do you think this is a good Morphling game? Like, how do you think he's going to fare on this hero?
You're against Lion, you're against Silencer, you're against the Ursa's timing, which is usually faster than Morphling. Yeah, probably not good. I mean, Kotaro is really good at Morphling. Before Pacaz, he was the Morphling from South America, but probably not the greatest time. I mean, laning wide, thinking about laning, he's okay. I mean, I'm a little bit afraid of Dawnbreaker because such an aggressive hero, but I think he will do fine on lane. The problem is after laning. It's really hard to play Morphling against those heroes.
Yeah. If he's got the tools to do so. It does feel like EG is going to be playing very fast. You mentioned the Ursa timings. They've got a Pengo mid, who's one of these great space creators, so we'd see a lot of pressure going the way of Infamous. Anything you're kind of looking for in the laning phase in particular?
I mean, I just want to look at Mirana, but I think bottom lane will dictate a lot of this game, because if Ursa has a good lane, good luck playing against her timing. And I think Mars Shadow Demon can do an okay job against Ursa, maybe win the lane. So yeah, I think bottom lane is where I'm most worried about.
See a lot of aggression there. Similarly up top, you know, you've got the Ogre, the Lion, two supports that want to constantly harass each other out, contest those pulls. MJZ going for the level 1 Fire Blast just to help get some extra right clicks onto Matthew. But Matthew, he's fighting back, and with that range advantage, is actually winning this harass battle against the Ogre.
He's gonna get
play back, and Matthew go Courier.
Oh, what a player!
Gets the Courier.
Matthew's so good. Yeah, usually I don't see people trying to trade with Ogre, but Matthew using perfectly his range and doing a good job and getting Courier. And now, Ogre.
Oh, they get the kill.
My God.
They get the cancel on the Starbreaker, but even so, they still get the kill.
You did not earn it.
I mean, it was just Matthew harassing Ogre and get a Courier, and suddenly you put the Courier for Whisper and you get a kill on the position 5. Yeah, I mean, EG is so good. I'm really a big fan of them.
Ogre's just, yeah, not a hero you think of getting harassed down in lanes. 6 armor,
yeah.
74 base damage, but Matthew just winning the harass battle with all his regen. Tango, South, Fairy Fire, Mangoes. He's got the full toolkit. Back at mid though, Pengo getting very low. Mirana leaped in, trying to poke and prod. Keep that harass in, and it's going to be, yeah. Tough lane for Pengo.
I mean, I thought it was not supposed to be that hard, because I mean, Pengo can pretty much push the wave, no problem, and there's not that much space for Mirana to keep on harassing you. But yeah, Zlatan's doing a great job at mid lane.
Yeah, this is the new Mirana build. We're seeing more and more of skipping the arrow, getting the reliable damage from the Starstorm, and using all these early leap charges just to get extra harass in and to set up those Starstorms. As a result, C-Smile getting harassed down. Only 8 last hits. Mirana, who's 14-3. Down at bottom, they've got a spear following up the disruption, and Panda getting very low here. A couple more right clicks with the Shadow Poison stacks. They get the kill. And Pacaz looking for a bit of revenge here. He's in a 1v2, but Doesn't seem to be having too many problems with that. He's got a lot of one charges, but with poison stacking up, he's got to back off and think about resetting this lane.
Great kill. Every single kill you get against Ursa lane is great because, you know, Ursa can't contest you if he supports that. And Shadow Demon Mars, what an easy setup for Mars to get those kills on Silencer. Oh yeah, well played by Infamous. I mean, if they get this bottom lane, yeah, I think it's great because we'll slow Ursa down, Morphling may have some time to farm. And again, Shadow Demon against Ursa, it's not easy for Ursa to play the game.
Seeing Slad, another disruption. They're going for the setup here. The spear follow-up is there, but it's the Mars who's taking so much damage from the last word and the Arcane Curse. The ticks are just adding up, and Panda, Silencer, essentially, he kills Mars by himself. Mikaz was just getting gone on, but he just turned that one around.
Yeah, that's the problem when you don't go on Silencer. He does so much damage. And now he's Ladin.
Oh, and another. That's another. Panda.
Oh my.
Upset for another kill. This time Mikaz getting the last hit. They have turned this bottom lane around.
Yeah, Silencer, what a hero. He does so much damage, so much damage. It's incredible. Opposition 5 can do so much damage. So yeah, great plays. I mean, Infamous was doing a really good job controlling bottom lane, not letting Ursa getting out of control. And now at top, oh my.
Great two-hero stun from Whisper, but he's already lost his teammate, and without the Lion, there's no way he turns this one around. So it's Infamous getting the kill, getting out of there.
Yes.
Yeah, but what I'm mostly scared about this Dawnbreaker is because Whisper, I think he's a really good Dawnbreaker player. And even though Infamous has a nice lineup to burst heroes, okay, it's disruption into arrow, and then you simply burst him out. Against Dawnbreaker, it's not that easy to do that. Because I think Whisper will build an Outer, go for auras like Pipe and Greaves and all that, and his ultimate. So maybe Infamous draft will work out against that hero.
Yeah. I guess theoretically anybody getting, like, you know, disrupted and arrowed, or, you know, a Mars Arena, you always have that Dawnbreaker ultimate to come in and look to turn around those ganks.
Yes, exactly. When you have a lineup that's so focused on single target kills, I mean, Dawnbreaker can mess that up.
And it's not even just Dawnbreaker. Oh, wow, that's a big kill.
Did you saw that? Oh, Matthew using his Earth Spike from Fog really far away and getting marked by surprise. What a play by Matthew.
They may get 2 kills now. They've got another Earth Spike up, and Whisper follows it up. Gets the chain stun with the Starbreaker, and MJZ just running away in the trees, but he's getting low.
Stuck.
He doesn't have an escape. He's trying to use the trees to juke, but the trees are just blocking him with the creeps, and he goes down. Another kill. 3G.
He thought the trees were his friends, but no, they were enemies. And now we have Shadow Demon trying to rotate mid, but no, Pango don't fall for that. But Mirana got the run, so yeah, easy life for Mirana. Mirana is doing a really good job. I didn't expect that at all.
Yep. Pango is starting to catch up, though. All Pango needed was some of those levels, and now you can kind of just double nuke down these creep waves, so...
Yeah.
See the Pango, level 6.5. CS looks fine, so even though the lane was being lost early on, it does feel like C-Smile has gotten everything he needs out of this mid lane.
Oh, you think Mirana is going for a right-click build? What do you expect of Mirana?
I have no idea. It feels very greedy to do that when you've got a Morphling on your team, but also, like, I don't think any magic build kind of works. Top lane, another kill, the same thing as before. You mentioned it last time, and Matthew does it again, the Earth Spike from the Fog.
Yeah, that's not good at all. I mean, you already expect Morph to take some time to get in, but we have Mirana rotating bottom.
Yep. The setup, they've got the arrow on Mikaz, but he's still pretty healthy here. Now the Dawnbreaker coming in to provide some extra heals. It gets cancelled, though. Whisper instead going for up top, but Mikaz down bottom. He's trying to fight. He's going to get the kill before he goes down. He may not even die. Barely goes down to the final leap here, but they've lost 3 in return, and all Slimes can do is try and TP out. He barely makes it back to the fountain. The ticking damage, not enough to bring him down with the fountain regen, but a 3-for-1. Dawnbreaker ultimate, I think, got cancelled, or maybe Whisper just cancelled him. Yeah, and got the kill on the Ogre.
It was by Ogre.
Okay.
Yeah, Ogre just went in and was like, okay, I'm gonna stun, I'm gonna die, but that's life. I mean, if Dawnbreaker did ult and it went bottom, I mean, I think Ursa would not die and that fight was over.
Oh no. Not again. Okay. They've got their protection from the Ogre to keep Morphling alive, and if anything, it's Matthew, who may not be so fine, but with the Starbreaker, once again, Katara getting locked into place. Matthew's got another stun with some mana drain, and Whisper gonna be the one who may get forced back a little bit here. Has plenty of regen with the 10-1 charges if needed, but They're just trading blows a bit.
Yeah, they almost got that kill again. I mean, Matthew is doing his... Oh, Kotaro, what are you doing, man? Oh my
He
god.
lost his salve. He'd only gotten like half the salve regen, and he just got it cancelled by the Celestial Hammer. And now MJZ may just be dead here, but the Fire Blast, he does cancel the Starbreaker once again, so bit of a bloodbath in the top lane, and with Pengo rolling in, Kotaro is in trouble as well as MJZ. Kotaro trying to morph strength and survive his way through this one. Has his TP if he can find somewhere to hide and use it, but with the waveform map, he's on the run. Moonlight Shadow Prism invis, but he's still gonna go down to the right clicks if there's just one or two more. He's out of there though. He gets back to safety. He's even morphing Agi for some extra heals here, it looks like, but this lane is an absolute bloodbath up top. Mirana rotation, finds the arrow, hits Whisper. Starstorm follow-up, gets the double hit here. With the one charges, Whisper still surviving, has a TP out, and without an arrow now, I think Whisper should be okay to get back to safety. Goes back to the fountain, and somehow nobody dies up here.
I mean, what the... at least Ogre died. Okay, so someone died, but yes, things are not happening. Oh, and then now they found Matthew?
Yep. Stormbreaker ultimate comes back to the
who?
lane, keeps Matthew alive. But Mirana and Morphling, they want Matthew. They're fed up with this pesky, pesky lion. They're not going to get him, and Oscar's TP on the Doorbreaker is not going to really lead to much. Normally you TP in your big playmaker, you're expecting some kills, but Oscar finds everybody on EG's side already backed off.
Yeah, that's not good at all. When you bring your Mars, you want some fight, but no. EG had that ward on lane, so they saw it. Now Chris Mayo is going in against this Mirana. Watch out, man. Oh,
there's a Rolling Thunder. He missed the Swashbuckle, though, so not sure he's going to have the damage for this one. Mirana, though, out of loop charges with the Pengo Disrupt. I'm sorry, with the Shadow Demon Disruption, they're going to keep Pengo alive. Gets in Swashbuckle off with the Global Science to try and cover the retreat, but the arrow is there. The arena. See Smile bit off more than he can chew. A 1 versus 3 was just a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, he messed his Swashbuckle. Otherwise, I think Mirana was dead. He missed. That was okay, good answer. Even though Silencer ulted. I mean, I didn't know people that are on Disruption don't get ulted by Silencer. I was surprised when I saw Mirana getting out of it and not being silenced. I thought it was like it was where you get silenced.
And then threw an arrow. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was pretty sure it was just like a Us, but not.
Well, you asked the question about Mirana's item build. We see a Maelstrom queued up. Do you like seeing the right-click damage with some different farming potential from some items?
I mean, you have two different ways to look at it. At first, you can just look and say, oh, they have Morphling, it's kind of greedy. But at the same time, Morphling don't want to fight right now. So, yeah, Mirana can bring that right-click damage. But yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm not sure what to expect from Mirana mid, but I'm fine with that. I think till now, Zlatan is doing a great job.
Smoke top from Matthew. He's got the level 6. There's the Hex, followed up. The Finger of Death Earth Spike combo, and Matthew finds a kill on the mid Mirana.
It's so hard to do anything with Lion. You have, I don't know, Force Staff or Dagger, but Matthew is doing so much early on. But I'm a big fan of him. Now at bottom.
4. Yep, they've got the Rolling Thunder flying in as See Smile. He wants Oscar, but Oscar trying to juke in the trees, not going to be successful, and he gets chain stunned up with Picaz following it up for the kill. Shadow Demon drops the Demonic Purge to try and get Picaz, but with the Enrage there, Picaz is taking no damage whatsoever. Has got the 3 poison ticks, but that's not going to really do too much damage to him, and EG get themselves another kill and build up a 4k gold lead here.
Yeah, and they are getting kills all around the map. They kill top, they kill bottom. I mean, just rolling on Infamous face. And Infamous, I expected some better games from Infamous. They're a pretty good team. You look at their players, they are pretty good, but they are not performing at all. And EG, yeah, they are performing. So yeah, good advantage. 5k, 12 minutes. Yeah, it's a good advantage.
Dire's middle tower is
I feel like usually you see teams playing around one side of the map, but EG is just still playing all 3 lanes. Like they're keeping the Ursa bottom performance. Battle Fury, the Lions making, like you say, they're getting kills in multiple lanes. Usually it's just like one area of the map a team is focused on, but EG is getting everything.
And that's EG in a nutshell. They are usually getting kills non-stop because they are so good at laning. I mean, this is the SA Dream Team, so yeah, they're pretty good at laning. So yeah, they just keep playing as duels, even after laning stage, and keep on getting kills. These guys are good. And now at least Infamous gets this bottom tower, so yeah, you get some space for Morphling, but not looking great at all.
Is under attack.
Felt like Infamous had just had enough. They're like, okay, they're splitting up. Let's group up as 4 or 5 and get this tower, get some space here. It's an illusion, though. They threw everything onto an illusion. Whisper's coming in with the global. Yeah.
Prismile messed up. No, he couldn't go in. He hit the corner of the staircase. Oh, that was so good for EG, but Prismile messed up. I mean, that's what Pango does best. Just hit a small corner and go back.
It was already very brutal because Pango had baited everything with his illusion rune.
Yeah.
And EG was looking to turn it around. They just couldn't quite do it. Another disruption coming out. This time it's going to be the real hero. They find the Dawnbreaker. That's going to mech here, so Whisper is very tanky. He can get this one off. He's surviving through all the damage, and here come the cavalry. EG have got numbers all of a sudden, and they're going to get at least Oscar on the Mars here, it looks like. Not sure if they can get much more than that, and they've got to finish him off now. Look for other kills in the jungle if possible. Matthew has the figure of death pick up. If he can get it done on anybody, they should go down here, but it doesn't look like he's going to succeed in doing so as Mirana leaps back to safety, and EG not going to find any more kills.
Infamous tried a smoke. I mean, they didn't see Dawnbreaker. I think they thought they would find another hero. As soon as they see Dawnbreaker, they're like, okay, we are already here, let's try it. But no damage to kill with.
Smoke into the jungle. Found Shadow Demon. That's another finger kill here. Can they deal with the Morphling, though? Doubt they have the damage for this one. Matthew's trying to hide in the trees, salve up a little bit. Got detection for this Ogre here, being chain stunned up. Perfect position for Smiles rolling under an Ogre. Goes down as well. Matthew just playing around the trees perfectly. He's healed up by the mech here. He's just mana draining the Morphling. He's holding his ground and fighting with the backup of Whisper's Dawnbreaker. There's just too much survivability. The Guardian Greaves providing all this extra regen, and
Kotar's going in.
Kataro, but Matthew, he jukes back. He's going to have a node spike in a couple of seconds here. The Morphling waved in. He's gone way too deep here. Oh, luckily.
Oh, again, that corner.
With the Starbreaker. Yeah.
All those corners are screwing EG. I mean, Kotar going in for trying to get Matthew. I think it's like, I can't deal anymore with this guy. I'm going in. Even though Whisper were coming from the side, I mean, it was not a good way for him. Kotar was so close to die. I mean, I think he's... I would not say tilted, but he's not happy with Matthew.
Yeah, even though he lives there, it feels like he was almost lucky. So, he would be happy to have gotten out.
I mean, that corner.
Well, and the bad news is, while all this is happening, Picasso's Ursa was just free farming. He's got a Battle Fury up. I saw him farming like a triple stack in the Ancients, and he suddenly got 8.5 net worth. He is so far ahead of everybody.
Yes, I mean, even though he has only a Battle Fury, he's ready to fight.
Another kill mid. They get Matthew's initiation. You mentioned he's just doing so much without a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I don't know how he's able to do that. If I play Lion, I could never do that. He's such a good player. I mean, it's not like he's been playing Lion every single game. No, I mean, I think this is first Lion. Maybe second on the
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, you can see from the Dota Plus, he's only he's gold tier on the. He's got the gold badge, but he's not like the Lion spam or anything. But he's making the plays happen, and EG,
yeah,
gonna be feeling very good about this game.
And now get mid tower straight for Roche. That's their classic EG. That's what they usually do here in South America. They stomp early game, get mid tower around 15 minutes, go straight Roche, do Roche, then just end the game.
Now Ursa gets to play around the Aegis. Has a Blink Dagger queued up as well. This is looking really rough for Infamous to touch upon it. They're great side. Morphling and Mirana. It feels like they're going to need a lot of farm before they're going to be ready to fight EG here.
Yes, I mean, Mirana needs her BKB. It's so easy to kill Mirana. Morphling needs some time. He needs a lot of items. While Ursa was going for a BKB, she was like, I have Aegis. I'm going for Blink. Let's keep on pressuring. I like that call from Picasso. I like it a lot.
Money for it now if he wants to pick it up and send it out.
About.
I liked it too. Like, you've got the Aegis, just get the Blink so you can go play it. Like, you're level 14, you've maxed out all your spells almost. Just, yeah, there we go. Buys the Blink.
Yeah,
feels like they're ready to fight, but here come Infamous. They've Moonlight shouted up. They're trying to bait this bottom wave. The Morphling shows an Invis though, so EG should know about this, and Picaz may just run it. He's got the Aegis, so he doesn't care if he gets gone on. But looks like he's just going to go to the creep wave and except that Infamous have kind of backed off here.
Yeah, but maybe EG will try a smoke. No, they're just controlling this part of the map. And look at map, he just goes in.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's frontlining. He's found Katara. He blinks forward. Takes a second to get the Hex off. There's going to be a Dawnbreaker ultimate to follow it up. And Matthew has the Dawnbreaker to heal him up. Now with the Rolling Thunder to cover their bases as well as the Chain Stun on Oscar's Mars. Going to bring him down with the Shadow Demon and Ogre. The two supports go down. They get the Mars. Everyone's full health. That's the crazy thing. Lion just blinked into 5 heroes and left without a scratch.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. I mean, even if he died, it was great, but he's full HP. I mean, it was a simple tree that saved Morphling, because Matthew blinked in one side of the tree and Morphling was on the other, so yeah, he got fogged and he couldn't get him. But still, yeah, everyone full HP, going for tier 1, now they are going for the tier 2 tower. Yeah, this is what we expect from EG. What a clean game, you know.
Steamroll continues to just roll downhill. They're just looking for kills wherever they can find. C-Spar blinks into a lot of heroes here. Has the backup from Matthew. No Dawnbreaker ultimate, so he's just going to go down. He blinked into 4 or 5 heroes there, and Matthew finally sees some revenge coming onto him. The Glimmer Cape not going to be enough to keep him alive. The Dawnbreaker gets caught inside the Mars Arena, and signs of life from Infamous. They've gotten 3 kills all of a sudden. Make it 4 if they can finish off Panda, who's just a support silencer. So 4 for nothing, Infamous, and counts back.
Yeah, that was great. They needed that. Chris Mayo just going too far. He thought he was fine because half his getting shot. Matthew was with him, but no, he was simply perma-stun and dead. And now Infamous, it looked like they had nothing to do in this game. I mean, what plays are you able to do? Now they get a triple kill on Kotaro. Okay. Maybe we have a game.
This game was starting to feel like it could be over a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And now Ogre, poor guy.
They're ready to bounce back. They're not happy with the outcome there. This time their spell Dawnbreaker ultimate there. MJZ on the Ogre. Can't get away elsewhere. The Shadow Demon going to go down to the Pengo. So constant fighting between these two teams, and this time around EG gets the better of Infamous with a couple of support kills.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call. Even though you just lost 4 heroes, it was not good. EG is still strongest. Way stronger right now, so yeah, just respawn and keep on fighting. And their cooldowns are also so low. I mean, Pango don't care about cooldown, Ursa neither, nor Lion. I mean, his Finger of Death is kind of big cooldown, but he just needs to control people. It's so easy for EG to keep on fighting non-stop.
Dire's middle tower
have an extra blink in their arsenal soon as well. C-Smile just 100 gold away from his, farms 1 more camp and he'll have it, so now they have blinks on multiple initiators. 3 of their heroes with blink daggers, the Silencer and Dawnbreaker, who can sit back and provide support without even having to be in the middle of the fight. Dawnbreaker can always ulti in, so you can just push the R button. Makes EG's lineup so hard to fight in any kind of a team fight.
Yeah, exactly. How do you start a team fight with very Infamous? If you try to jump on anyone, you have Dawnbreaker ultimate. And it's so easy for EG to jump on you, so how exactly does Infamous start a fight here? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how you do it. I mean, the last fight was good where they just found Chris Mayo, killed him, and then go onwards, but I think that's it.
And that doesn't work if Dawnbreaker is ultimate, I feel.
Yeah,
just ulti in. Speaking of which, he's going to ulti on in, following up the line initiation, and then going on this Mirana, who doesn't have BKB yet. C-Smile not done. There's a follow-up kill on the Shadow Demon lined up here. Disruption will keep Sladen alive a little bit longer, but looks like Whisper should be able to finish off the kill if needed. So they've got 2 kills with ease on the EG side. Maybe more if they can chase down the Ogre here.
Yeah, they can.
Usual slow. Yep. Easy peasy.
See you later, Ogre. At least Morphling pushed the mid wave with his illusions. So yeah, maybe you have some time before your tier 2 tower goes down. But yeah, it's all EG. That was that simple. You had a small mistake for Pango, but that's it. Only EG coming in non-stop, killing you. This time, right? Morphling needs to get some items. He's going for BKB, but I think BKB is not enough. I mean, maybe he needs more time.
Coin for me.
It's like, you know, forcing these defensive items, playing against stuff like the Silencer, the Tengu Rolling Thunder, but you're going to need to get damage at some point, or how do you stop this Ursa, who's going into a Basher next, so BKBs aren't going to help at all against Bakaz.
Yeah, so sure. I mean, he needs BKB, but
attack.
I think Infamous is already on that point that, okay, they need this item and one more item. Because the game is not looking good.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Give up their tier 2 tower. 10k gold lead for EG, who could even consider just waiting around for Roshan to respawn in the next 3 to 4 minutes or so.
Is under attack.
They want to fight.
And now Infamous, yeah, Infamous smoke. Now they're may try a pick up on Whisper, but it's not easy.
Here's the stun to set things up. The arrow follow-up here. Have they got the damage to finish him off before the Greaves come out? They do. They get rid of the Dawnbreaker, and EG is still going to look to try and force this fight with the Kakaz BKB. He eats Oscar alive. 2 dead on the Infamous side, but they've taken 2 with them, and they may get body for Nature's. He's going to go down. Arrow is cleaning up the triple kill already. Slatums does end up dying here as C-Smile burns the Mana Pole, the Morphling, preventing him from chasing any further, but a 3-for-3 trade. That's about as good as it's going to get for Infamous. I feel like they're going to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, for sure. Silencer had no ultimate, was still on cooldown, so yeah, that's the best shot you have. Jump on Dawnbreaker. She had ultimate, so you had to jump on Dawnbreaker. Without Silencer's ultimate, yeah, they were able to get that kill. They get Pakaz as well. Morphle didn't die, so yeah, I mean, even though it was 3-for-3, Morphling is alive versus dead. Yeah, I think Infamous is pretty happy about that. And maybe that's the way to fight. Wait for Silencer ultimate to be on cooldown and jump on Dawnbreaker. I mean, it's not that reliable, but it's a way.
Definitely feels like playing around EG's cooldowns is always... I mean, you need to do something. If you fight them 5v5 when they've got all their spells and you don't get the right initiation, you're going to lose. So find one of those openings and love to find another, especially with Roshan respawning in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, so the good thing for Infamous, like Morphling is, I mean, he's a strong hero. If they can go late game, yeah, we all know what Morphling is able to do. So every single fight they win, okay, they are buying some time, they're getting some items, and Morphling is getting big. And going to late game, I mean, usually I would rather have a Morphling than a Ursa, but I think Ursa scales pretty well with her itemization. I don't think she's that bad against Morphling. I think Morphling has an edge. He's better, but I don't think Ursa is that bad.
Feels like Morphling's going to need his teammates to deal with stuff like Matthew's Lion, because if Matthew's alive, Ursa's in a much better spot because you've got all those disables, for example.
Yeah, I agree with that. So let's see if Infamous can contest this top part of the map, so maybe they can fight for Roche. They still have their ward on their jungle, so yeah, they have a safe spot, but that's it. They will have to go for it pretty soon. 1 minute for Roche.
Have this entire area warded up, both cliff warded by the Roshan pit, so while Infamous have a ward deeper into their jungle, they need to make it push out if they want to contest Roshan. Right now it just almost feels like they're considering giving it up. They need a smoke, they need some way to get out onto the map, but it's just so hard to do so, and now Ursa has a double damage as well, so this next fight could be disastrous. They're not careful, but they come 5-man smoke. Who are they going to get the jump on? Matthew's position forward to try and break this one, as is because he actually jumps to the high ground with that Earth Shock. Have they got the instant disable? He pops a smoke, blinks away, so they see Slaughter now. Now they're going to charge again. Matthew, Finger to start things off, takes out the Shadow Demon, and with the Dawnbreaker follow up the Rolling Thunder as well. Infamous forced to just kind of retreat out of this one. Slanum's on the Mirana, has the BKB for a little bit longer. He's going for the kill on C-Smile, who's getting very low to the leap charges. He can actually go down to the Dawnbreaker ultimate. Sorry, Mars ultimate is not enough to keep this Ursa in place, who with the DD rune is just eating him alive, but now with the enrage back up, he looks to turn and fight. Pakaz wants his Morphling, he's going down so fast, double damage, he gets eaten alive. Pakaz isn't done, he's got one more with the Ogre. Double damage Ursa, team wiping Infamous.
Morphling didn't morph at all. Pakaz just destroyed him. Oh, I thought Infamous had this fight. They kited so well with Mirana and Morphling, not getting caught by that jump. But I think Kotaro messed up. He could morph, he was not stunned the whole time. And he didn't morph him, now he's dead and Roche is free for EG.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think that was the best shot Infamous had till now. That looked like such a good fight, how they, even though EG did a great start to the fight, I think Infamous kited brilliantly. But it was not enough. I think... Yeah, look at the replay. I think Kotaro messed up here.
Bashed instantly. If he just kites the Ursa there and waits out the rage, he can... They probably re-engage and kill Pakaz, but... Like I think he got instantly bashed, or maybe, like you say, he needed to morph strength, maybe just preemptively. Because that DD Ursa like 4 or 5 shot him. Brutal.
Yeah. I mean, he was bashed, then he used his Manta, and he instantly died. I mean, I get why he was not able to morph, but still, he had to. I mean, that was such a good fight for Infamous. That's so sad. And even though we were like, yeah, EG got this.
Away.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we were like, yeah, EG got this, they are relevant, but Infamous got some chances, but I don't think they did well enough.
They needed everything to go perfect because that was the fight. If they can somehow find a way to win that, maybe they get Roshan. Instead, now they find themselves down 17k gold. Ursa with Aegis in hand, as well as the Ag Shard upgrade, so start to look pretty grim for Infamous, who were in it with a fighting chance and still are. They're not out of it just yet. They've still got their high ground defense to play around, but this game just gets trickier and trickier for them.
Under attack.
Yeah, but just imagine, Kotaro doesn't die, so he can kite Ursa, then Ursa is dead, then Kotaro can go Roche, he does Roche, has Aegis, he would have his Butterfly as well. Yeah, that's so sad for Infamous. They had a really good chance. Now let's see how they deal with this Aegis Ursa.
It's like you said, it's sad. So we can look at a game like this and Morphling forced to wave out of this one. C-Smile's trying to chase him, and Smile going in very deep as they're going to leave the Ogre to die. Use that small pick up here. A lot of spells being used here if Infamous want to try and engage here. The Dawnbreaker ultimate's still up.
Oh, it's Ladin?
Yep, here's the Dawnbreaker ultimate, and
nice.
Smile goes down and get kept alive here. It's maybe on for more here. Pakan still has an Aegis to play around, but not sure if EG want to stick around without this Pingalier.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't. Great plays by Mirana. Again, I'm not really into this Mirana mid, but I think Zlatan is having a really good game as Mirana. So yeah, props to him. Oh, Ursa coming in, not afraid of anything. Let's see what EG are able to do on 2 minutes Aegis. I think they have the whole map to do anything. It's so easy for them to get those pickoffs. I mean, they kind of went a little bit far without vision. Then Chris Smile died, but still, I think it's so easy for them to just keep on pressuring Infamous and not let this Marth get any bigger. But if he has, okay, he has Butterfly right now. Morphling is pretty strong. It's not that easy for Ursa anymore. We'll see.
A nice pickup. Good. A lot tougher for Ursa just to chew through. As with another double damage rune, is gonna find Shadow Demon and absolutely eats the poor little demon alive.
I really like that Shadow Demon pick. Problem is, he's not able to do anything, because every single time EG wins a fight, it's with Silencer ultimate and they instant jump on Shadow Demon. Akaz. They found Ogre, poor guy.
Yep. These supports just basically scouting out EG's side and playing the bait, but it's not really baiting for anything, it's more just protecting the rest of the team.
Can you go high ground here, EG? What do you think?
It's not the best lineup for going high ground. Like, Ursa's not known for his high ground sieging capabilities, as we're seeing here. And speaking of Ursa, has an Aegis, but gets caught in the arena. The Enrage is be wearing off. Just the Ag Shard to kind of play around this. Pakas gets low, but now Matthew's linked in. Nice defensive disruption from Sladen. Help keep Kotaro safe here, as it does look like EG gonna have to back off now with the cards getting so low. And yeah, we're seeing some of those high ground struggles here. They don't have the heroes that naturally kind of siege enemy buildings. They need to really kill heroes, then they kill the build. Yeah, they gotta jump heroes. I mean, they tried to do that on Morphling on mid while Ursa was getting kited, but Matthew ended up missing his Earth Spike, so yeah, Whisper just drew his ultimate for nothing. They almost get this Vegas. But yeah, I do agree. It's really hard to go high ground. They have to, as soon as the Cripple Wave goes high ground, they have to jump in and try to heal Infamous heroes. Blow one up, and that's where you kind of touched on. The Shadow Demon is kind of the key pick here, because the disruption is going to be used primarily as a safe, I feel like, going forward.
Yes, for sure. And I mean,
look at you all day.
I kind of get some glimpses of that Thunder Liquid on TI, because they couldn't hit towers, they had to dive, and then Thunder ended up losing on that wave against Liquid. So yeah, I'm getting some flashbacks. I'm not feeling well.
Shadows take us.
Because again, EG has no way of pushing. It was the same. They had, I think, push. yeah, you can't hit towers. You have to kill heroes. Maybe with Shadow Demon, yeah, I think Infamous has a shot defending base.
Smoked out. They see this Stormbreaker maybe, and there's no BKB on Whisper. But he gets jumped on with the spear. The global silence is going to come out, but I don't really see this saving Whisper at all. Buys some time, but as the initiation, you go on the Dawnbreaker, and it means, you know, you and anyone else, Dawnbreaker ultis in to heal them, but you go on Dawnbreaker and you kind of solve that problem.
Yeah, great plays by Infamous finding that kickoff. It's how you do it. And now you even bait Silencer ultimate. I mean, he was like, okay, we can TP, Dawnbreaker is really tanky, like, go Panda, use their ultimate, let's go. But no, not that tanky. So yeah, good plays by Infamous. I mean, they are still holding out, even though this Ursa is so huge. They're still holding out to this game. And I think they're doing a decent job.
20k gold deficit does not feel like they're out of it by any means.
Yeah.
Healing is definitely there. 2 range carries against an Ursa. That's something, you know, Ursa typically isn't happy about.
Yeah, for sure. Akaz is not happy at all. I mean, yeah, right now he is, but maybe soon he will not.
Yeah.
It's kind of easy to kite him. I think EG has to use the Silencer's ultimate so well. I mean, they are doing it. So now they've been doing it. Yeah, if you mess up this Silencer ultimate, maybe you'll be kited by Shadow Demon, Morphling, Mirana, because they're so good at doing that.
A lot of patience here, and so easy to look at this game and be like, oh, EG, they're up 20k gold, 34 minutes in, 36 to 15, just another game EG stomping. Very competitive here, despite their slow start to the SATC. Going down without a fight.
And last EG series, we interviewed Panda, and we asked him about the Infamous. He was like, yeah, some games they look pretty good, some games they look pretty bad, so I really don't know what to expect. Maybe it would be a good game, maybe it would not. Yeah, I think that's Infamous. They have some really good games, but they are not... What is the word? They usually are not... Yeah, that's the word. They're not consistent here. I mean, they've been consistently losing, but their gameplay is not consistent at all.
Yeah, they have... Even like a game like this, they can... I feel like even if they lose this one, feel like they had their moments in competitive. But
yeah.
These are the games you want to win. If you want to avoid that relegation, you need to find wins. And obviously, EG, one of the star team of South America, not a team you'd expect to get a win against, but take whatever wins you can get. And if Infamous can find a win here, that'd be huge for them to maybe avoid that relegation.
Yeah, because they're really close to that relegation. So yeah, Infamous need the and it's just like, okay, we want to win every single game, so whatever.
Game's kind of slowing down now. Roshan respawning in a minute, which seems to be what EG is waiting for. Do you see Infamous making another move out, or are they just going to be prioritizing defending around their high ground and giving EG maybe a free Roshan?
I mean, I'm not sure what they want to do. I would like for Infamous to go in, but I don't know how. I think EG usually does a really good job defending areas with wards. So it's not that easy for Infamous to go in, but yeah, they're smoking it up and they want to go. Yeah, I like that idea. I just want to see how will they do it.
I like this. They leave Shadow Demon illusions behind to help push the wave. But
yeah, but look at EG.
For them, EG are camped around Vision. They're going to maybe walk into a bit of a trap here if they're not careful. I think EG are aware that they're smoked up. They keep this top lane pushed out with a swashbuckle. Sitting in the pit with an Aeon disc, so going on this silencer is not necessarily the best target. And there's Roshan respawning. Right, Shadow being committed here. And Infamous get the jump they need. They've got the high ground ward. They see Picard. They get the poison there. Oscar folds it up with the spear. The silencer gets gone, and the global silence comes out a little bit too late. And Mirana's already BKB, doing a lot of right-click damage here. Picard's with the Enrage is taking his way through this one, and rolling thunder in the pits. A disaster for Infamous. They've lost Morphling, they've lost Mars. They're just getting ping-ponged around by the rolling ball. They do lose their Ursa on the side of EG, but at what cost? 5 dead. Infamous get team-wiped.
I mean, at least they got the Ursa, but Morphling, I mean, I like the Infamous idea going from behind, trying to get EG by surprise, and I think they did it. But they don't have the damage, and they don't have the disables to follow up with Time Slayer ultimate. So yeah, as soon as they jump on Ursa, like, okay, this is a good fight. Maybe they can burst her down. Not with Downbreaker. So Ursa just enrage BKB and just keeps on fighting. And then Angolier comes. When BKBs are almost over, yeah. I mean, if the game was not that bad for Infamous till now, I think they had this fight because it was a really good move. Not enough.
We asked how did EG go high ground, and here's your answer. They kill the entire Infamous team. 5 dead, and they're going to get a lane of Rax. Couple respawning now, but Infamous have already lost. Well, they're about to lose this middle melee Rax. Well, disrupted here. If there's any follow-up, so they get the melee Rax. EG may not look to stick around with the Ursa still dead. Roshan never actually ended up going down here. EG decided to leave it alone because they wanted to get that Rax, and probably also because they want to get the Aegis for the Ursa. So Infamous now have the same challenge. Do they push out, or do they give EG Roshan?
I mean, I don't think now they can go for Roche. They had their play, didn't work out. Now Ursa's coming back. They know Ursa's Roche is really fast. I don't think it's a good idea to go in. Maybe it's the only option they have, maybe, but I don't think it's a good idea to go for Roche here if they're Infamous. Just let them do it and try to kite defending your base.
That's definitely an area where their lineup can excel, and also where EG struggles is that high ground push. So
yeah,
getting up an Aegis is not the end of the world, but you're down 30k gold and EG just continues to get rich and richer. At some point you could ask, like, how do we stand a chance of finding them if we're letting them get stronger while we struggle to find any farm? And
now Ursa gets X from Roche. Yeah, I mean, you will not burst this Ursa down. You have to kite her non-stop and try to beat her like that. That's you simply not burst this Ursa down. So I would say still, I think Infamous has a not that small chance because again their high ground is pretty good, but EG is such a good team. I don't think they will make a lot of mistakes going high ground.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Lion ran into 3 heroes but managed to blink away. The gem, but also has an Aeon disc that he can assemble if he gets gone on. So one nice thing about the Lion pick is you can decently clear these illusions using that mana drain on Shadow Demon illusions, on Manta illusions.
Yeah, it was such a good last pick, right? I think our panel was not expecting a Lion. I was not expecting a Lion, and it just picked it. And it's doing some really good work. I mean, Matthew being Matthew. I mean, he has almost the same net worth as Oscar, as Mars. That's not a good sign for Mars.
Money changes hands.
And those kind of questions like, is Stormbreaker a 4? Are we seeing Dawn 3? Like, what's EG Strauss doing? And I feel like where Matthew's always excelled in the past and present is playing these big active players.
Oh, this can. Look at Matthew.
Oh, he's running into the entire team. He's found just the Ogre, though. Oh, he wanted maybe bigger kills here. But he'll take MJZ. Not the one he wanted, but unfortunate.
Yeah, they did the perfect scan, but Matthew just found Ogre. That was so good for Infamous. That could have been so bad. And now EG is TPing on the northwest outpost, trying to get some more kills. Yeah, they know they can't simply go high ground, so yeah, they gotta get kills so they can end this game.
Wherever Infamous go to farm, they just chase. They're like, okay, maybe we can't get high ground, but we can. Like, it was a 20k gold lead. Now then it was 30. Now it's up to 38k gold lead, and it's just gonna keep on climbing. Don't let Infamous get out on the map, which seems to be what they're doing with their vision, with the outposts. Like, they hunt the bottom, then they keep the top. They're just constantly pressuring Infamous.
Yeah, so here in South America, I think both EG and Beast Coast are pretty good at running at the enemy and not letting him get any space. I mean, they are the 2 best teams here, so that's expected, but they play so fast and they are so good at running from one side to another of the map to keep on killing you and pushing you back. They're so good at doing that.
Continue to get farm, not just on their cores, but even supports. Got Panda with Boots of Bearing, both supports with Aeon Discs. Getting all these extra items on the supporting cast, whereas on the Infamous side, it's far more. Even Mirana is like barely ahead of his Lion. Here come EG, poking at the high ground. 2 minutes on the Aegis because they want to start trying to break this pace. Slow, tough work, but Kaz is getting harassed down, but gets the tower down below half health. That's kind of all he can do, is just keep on poking at this and bit by bit get this tower lower and lower.
And now he's smoke. They may try play from mid lane. Yeah, I like that.
Links in with the Abyssal, slot him. Oh, more stuff away. He gets out with the BKB. Barely kept alive here, but the chase is on. C-Smile is going to hit the Mirana with the bat, but doesn't. Barely gets a finish in the fountain. Chases her down all the way DP. Can C-Smile get out of here? Looks like he'll be A-okay. With the Mirana dead, they just don't quite have the damage from the Morphling, who's stuck in the fountain trying to heal up, so... Looks like EG have broken the back of Infamous as they get a second lane of Rax and possibly get the game here.
Yeah, I think they can keep on pushing. They have Vegas. You're on 1 minute for her. She has no buyback. Okay, EG doesn't know that, but still, yeah, I think they can just keep on pushing.
Infamous, were they looking to jump here? Because there's 40 seconds on this Aegis, so it's not really a window for them to go on the Ursa at all. We need to find other targets here, but the Lion Matthew just got charging in with a finger. Doesn't get the kill here.
Oh my.
Dire's top tower.
He almost got Martin. What the hell?
Yeah, and even though they don't get the kill, he's forced back into the fountain here, which allows them to just keep getting these racks. This one's a mega creep for just a second here. Buyback from the Shadow Demon Infamous. They're on their last legs here. And they are just hanging on by a thread. One melee Rax left standing as Whisper is going to look to bring that one down. He's got a side device to play around now as well, as Matthew's Aeon Disc will keep him alive. They'll get the mega creeps here. The Morphling with the BKB can't really find a target to go on.
Oh, it is that.
With fire, but doesn't look like it matters. They've killed the Morphling. They've secured the game. Infamous buying back, trying to get maybe a kill or two on the way out. The spear into the fountain. They'll get Whisper the G's. Is it going to be enough? You betcha with the Margarine. No, he goes up as he's still alive in the fountain even, and he's going to actually spear his way out of there. They're getting kills and surviving through it all. Great play from the Mars to Ghost Scepter in the fountain, and EG win game 1 in style.
I mean, that's what we expect from EG.